Welcome back to the program. Now, Connie Aluoch is a renowned fashion stylist and founder of Connie Aluoch Styling Management, a global agency that works with magazines and production companies. Originally from Nairobi, she has worked at 3 of the big 4 international fashion weeks, while her styling and editorial work has appeared in some of Africa's biggest selling fashion magazines. Welcome to the show, Connie.
Thank you, Karen. I'm so excited to be here at TV47.
Thank you so much. Behind this amazing, greatness and titles that you hold, who is Connie?
I think Connie is just a fun-loving, person who just, loves what she does and loves to be around people. Yes, that's who I am.
That's who you are.
That's who I am.
Now, you are an award-winning fashion stylist, a fashion editor, a tutor, a lifestyle curator, plus run your own company.
Yeah.
What's your secret to balancing all these, Connie?
I think it's time management. I'm very particular about time and how I do things, and then I also have a great team. So it's also delegation, time management and delegation, and just working hard.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can see you brought some babies here with you.
Yes.
Tell us about, I love this. I love the small one. Tell us about this one.
So this is from a mentorship program, which is called the Fashion Product Lab. It happened 3 years ago, and as one of the many mentors. So I'm very passionate about mentorship for young designers. So I got this, as a show of gratitude as a mentor.
Let me hold it. Hold it.
Oh, this one, yes.
This is so nice. Thank you, Connie, for being our mentor. This is really cute.
Thank you.
Let me just show my camera there. That's a very amazing award, Connie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What about the other ones?
So that one is from Kenya Fashion Awards. That was the first award I ever received.
Connie, you can show the guys, by the way, so they can see it properly.
And this is for the Established Fashion Stylist Award. This, I think, was in 2015.
Actually, that's your camera, Connie.
Yes. Oh, perfect.
Yes.
Thank you. So this was, so thank you, Kenya Fashion Awards again. Thank you.
And
this is the most recent. This is Voice Achievers Award. This is an international magazine.
Okay.
And I got recognized for, as established, a African fashion promoter. So this was probably like 3 years ago that I got it.
And how does this make you feel, by the way?
It encourages me because it means I'm doing something. And it also encourages me and the people who work around me and, the next generation of stylists and people in the fashion industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not forget you're also a fashion lecturer. Tell us more about that and also the mentorship programs you offer in your fields.
Okay. So I began lecturing maybe 5-6 years ago. I started off at the University of Nairobi with my colleague Ogake Muchache. She's also a renowned bridal designer. So I worked alongside her. I taught fashion marketing and styling for probably 4 years. Then last year I moved on to United States International University, that's USIU. They called me in to create a program under the School of Cinematics because they realized, costume is a major component of film. So I created a program, Costume and Makeup for Film, and I've been teaching it for the past 1.5 years. So it's the only program in East and Central Africa.
And how long does that take if somebody wants to apply?
Yeah, so it's part of the USIU degree program. So it's a course within the School of Cinematics program. So it's a course. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it runs for a semester, 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
Yeah.
And with all this success, Connie, comes the challenges.
True.
So what are some of the challenges you've been facing along the way to where you are right now?
I think the challenges I face are like any normal entrepreneur. You staying, first of all, making sure that your brand is unique, having a consistent brand, looking for clients, pitching, making sure that you have enough cash flows. We have employees to pay. You have to pay your, statutory deductions. The business I run is like any other regular business, and the challenges I face is like any other business. Yes.
And how was it, by the way, during COVID-19? Very briefly.
That was during the height of the pandemic. It was tough, not only for me but for other creatives, because for like more than 9 months, it was stay home, social distance, work from home. We had no work to do, especially as the creative industry, stylists, photographers, because you're staying at home. How do you work?
Yeah.
Our industry is very visual. And it's very visual, and you starch, it's a very physical thing. So that was a bit tough. Yes.
What are the qualifications of a stylist?
Good one. I think a few of the key things must have a key attention to detail, because detail, they say the devil is in the detail. Actually, my logo is the details in the clothes. A key eye for style, and also understand research. Research is the backbone of any stylist. You know, you have to know your trends, you have to know your fashion history. You need to understand your customer. You know, what is their body type? What do they like? What are they comfortable wearing? If you have a client who's not comfortable wearing something that you gave them, it'll show.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, if you give someone a dress, or a lady a dress that's a bit too short or too tight, or she doesn't want to reveal her arms or something, you can tell, because she's constantly going to be fidgeting. So you can tell that. So you really must understand your client and their needs before you go out and get them what they need to wear. Yeah.
And adding on top of that, do you believe that some Kenyan stylists haven't really mastered the art of styling and what, they can improve on?
Learning never stops. I am a lecturer. I'm constantly learning and researching. So personally, for me, it's a constant journey, constant self-improvement and learning. So I would say it's the more you focus on your skill and keep improving it, the better you get. Yeah.
I'm very curious to know, Connie, what gave you that tick? Like, it's fashion for me.
Well, my late grandmother on my dad's side, Mama Tabitha, was very good. She had like good sewing skills and everything. And then my parents also like to dress well. So when I was a little kid, I used to go on their bed and sit down and watch them dress as they go for, functions and all. So I think it's in the family.
Yeah.
I think, and then my sisters also dress well. So I would say it's a family thing. Yeah, so that's it. It was very evident, even in high school when my parents used to come. I was in Kenya High, the Kenya High. And my art teacher, Mr. Kanga, used to really encourage my parents to continue supporting me, because that is where the talent was. They could see it, and I honed that skill, and this is where I am today. Yeah.
And you're very passionate when it comes to made in Kenya designs and products. Tell us more about that.
Well, Kenya has so much to offer. There's so much raw talent. And even in my column on The Nation, Sunday Nation, I have a column. I only feature made in Kenya designers, because there's so many designers in Kenya who have not been recognized, and they have a great product, which I believe needs to be showcased. Yes.
So why do you think that these designers go unnoticed?
Possibly because they don't know how to market themselves well, or they don't have the right channels. So when I tell designers, when I speak to designers, I always say, use what you have. Use your social media, do collaborative projects with photographers, makeup artists. The more you collaborate, the more your name goes out there. You have to be aggressive. It's not going to come like this.
Aggressive is a keyword, by the way.
You have to be very aggressive, yes.
Yeah. So this is the reason why you gave birth to the Social Sunday Fashion Brunch by Connie, right?
Yes.
So what exactly is it? What do you offer? And its benefits to the designers and the fashion industry?
So, during the time of the pandemic, the sort of pandemic when I was at home and all, I got to thinking, I'm like, how can we work together as an industry to help each other? So that's the birth of the Fashion Brunch. So my partners, the Social House, who are amazing, shout out to Wanjiro, to Julia, to Sam, and the entire team. So, I pitched it to them, and they're like, let's do this. And the genesis is to work together, to collaborate, to create a platform for fashion industry. So basically, there's a fashion brunch, there's a showcase, and then there's also a pop-up retail store on that day.
Wow.
Yeah, so the designers are able to sell, because this is all about creative sustainability. Then after that, for 8 weeks, selected pieces from each designer are sold at the Social House retail wall. So what does this do? This gives different touch points to the Kenyan consumer who's visiting the hotel, and also to the international tourist or businessman who's coming to the hotel, doesn't know anything about Kenyan fashion. Right there when you walk in on your right-hand side, there's the fashion retail wall. You're like, oh, great. Who are these? Made in Kenya designers. So it's
not
really,
just a Messiah.
Yeah, exactly. Something different, because they want to also see what it's about. So it's really giving a platform for recognition of these designers, and they can sell. Again, it's all about the sustainability and creating money for these designers. Yes.
And when is your next social Sunday fashion brunch? You know, where can one buy the tickets? And, you know, how much are they?
Yeah.
And, you know, with that ticket,
what do you get?
What do you get?
So the next one is October 30th, Sunday, October 30th, which is in a few days' time. Please come. A ticket is 6,000 shillings. And with that, you get all you can eat. Social House have put up a fashionable brunch. And then you get a welcome drink, you get fabulous music and people. Tickets are on www.kenyabuzz.com and also on www.mtickets.com. And for more info, you can check out my Instagram at Connie Aluoch. So I keep on posting a lot of information there. So please follow me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about those fashion designers, you know, who can't afford to participate? What are some other ways you help, you know, to get them
out there
and their designs, you know, noticed?
Yes. So my column is, you know, The Nation has a pretty big readership, Sunday Nation.
Okay.
So that I am always willing to showcase designers. So if you want to have a feature, just drop me an email on info@conniealuoch.com or on my Instagram at Connie Aluoch and just tell me you want a feature and my team will get in touch with you. Yeah.
And with that, Connie, what is the current state of the fashion industry in Kenya as we speak?
So according to the National Bureau of Statistics, I've been doing my research. I am like, by last year, 2021, the creative industry was worth $24 million US. So that is the potential of this industry. And there's so much more we can do. And, you know, with the incoming government, we really would love their support as we continue to buy Kenya and build Kenya.
And what advice, you know, do you have for our leaders and also upcoming fashion designers who feel there's no much support when it comes to the creative industry? So
just recently, like 3 weeks ago, the Kenya Tourism Board hosted the Magical Kenya Expo. So this is an expo for tourists and tour guides and, you know, tour operators from around and travel agents from around the world. And this was amazing because they gave, first time in history that they gave Kenyan designers a platform to showcase fashion show at the opening cocktail. So I curated that. So that already shows you that, you know, the tourism sector and the government have seen the importance of fashion and, you know, fashion diplomacy. So, you know, we would love the government to give us more opportunities and platforms where we can showcase Made in Kenya in the different forums that they are, both locally and internationally. Yes.
You know, and our viewers watching, I'm sure some of them are like, what is creative economy? What is a creative economy? You know, what is it?
What is it?
Yeah,
it's basically people who work within the creative industry. So it could be musicians, it could be artists, it could be fashion designers, you know, accessories, anyone within, you know, filmmakers. I mean, the creative industry is huge.
Yeah.
And, you know, I always say you have to wear clothes, you know, you want to listen to music. That is creative economy, and that is the economy that needs a lot of support. Yes.
And a lot of support from the government.
Exactly.
And how can the government promote that, by the way, also, you know, internationally?
I guess, you know, with all these international expos that are happening, you know, and even when they go for these, you know, international engagements, by wearing Kenyan. Yeah, and, you know, and also tagging the designers. I mean, there's so much that they can do. Yes.
Now, this is my favorite part, by the way. I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions, yeah? So, number one, heels or flats?
Back then I would have said heels, but now it depends, because, you know, when I'm running around and doing a photo shoot and stuff, it's practical to wear flats. But, you know, when I'm at a function or like here, I'm in heels. So I'd say it depends on the occasion.
Depends on the occasion.
Yes, it does.
Okay, modeling or acting?
Modeling.
Modeling?
Yes.
Oh, because fashion is all about modeling and showcasing.
Showcasing, yes. So I'm a runway girl.
Okay. Instagram or Snapchat?
Instagram. I'm not even on Snapchat.
Are you on Snapchat? Me too.
Yeah.
We're together.
Yeah, Instagram, any day.
Any day. Lipstick or lip gloss?
Lipstick. Red lipstick.
Red. Coffee or tea?
None. Hot chocolate.
Not even like, so you never used to drink tea when you were like
I did, but now I'm a hot chocolate girl.
Okay, so it's hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Okay. Your first fashion purchase?
I was trying to think about that, and I'm like, what was my first fashion purchase? I would say probably a dress, a black dress, a little black dress.
A little black dress. Yeah. Every woman has to have a little black dress.
Must have,
right?
Must have, yes.
Who are your style icons for, you know, both local and international?
So in Africa, he's called Swanky Jerry. He's a major stylist, and he featured in the Netflix movie that came out recently, Young, Rich and Famous Africans. So I love his style. International, I'd say the editor of Vogue, Anna Wintour. She's like, yeah, a big thing.
Would you ever appear on a reality TV show?
I would. If it was fashion related, yes.
100%. Connie has to be there, of course.
I would be there immediately, yes.
Top 3 designer brands?
There's so many. Okay, I'm going to give a mix. Internationally, I'd say Prada, Etro. These are both Italian brands. In Kenya, I have so many Kenyan brands. Again,
just choose one.
Oh my God.
Kiko Romeo?
Yes, Kiko. There's Icon. There's everyone. There's so many brands. Yes.
Style or fashion?
So style is more about a distinctive look, right? And then fashion is more about a popular style. So it's a popular distinctive look. So each of them coexist together. Exactly.
And lastly, name 4 essential rules every fashion stylist should know.
Research. Research is key. Attention to detail. You must learn to work with people. It's all about teamwork. And then also respect designers and stores things. So if you take something for a shoot, dry clean it, if you have to return it on time, those are key aspects about gaining the credibility in the industry as a stylist. Yes.
By the way, Connie, what's the difference between a tailor and a designer?
I always get
because
that.
both of them create designs.
They do. They both do. So most designers, designers are, are more of the creative. They create the ideas. They draw the designs and everything. They don't necessarily stitch. Some do, some don't. Right. But then the tailor is the one who actually creates the product.
Okay.
Yes, so that's the difference. But most of them coexist together because sometimes each and either or can do the work. So I'll just say that the creative, the designer is more of the creative head behind it. But the tailor can do the same. It just depends on the level. Yes.
And final words, to those watching.
I think it's
actually your camera is right. That one.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
I think love what you do and be consistent about it. Fashion is it's a great industry, but it's a lot of work and resilience. So my mom always says one thing: hard work never killed anyone. Until today, I always tell people that. So all the best.
And where can guys find you on Instagram, by the way, or Facebook?
So, Instagram is at Connie Aluoch. I'm pretty active there. Facebook is our company, Connie Aluoch Styling Management. Twitter is at Connie Aluoch. And we hope to see you at the Fashion Brunch next Sunday, October 30th at the Social House.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
And we wish you all the best,
Thank
Connie.
you. Thank you.
You can catch a repeat of this interview on our Facebook page, TV47 Kenya. Thank you so much for watching. It's good night from us. I'm Karen Karimi.